We want to be sent. We want to conquer sin in us. We want to conquer lust. We want to be better people. But we know that our human nature makes us weak. We seem helpless. But the Lord is saying, come, what have you? What can you bring? Bring down your weaknesses. Bring down your imperfection. I will perfect your imperfection. I will strengthen your weakness. I will purify you. I will make your unworthiness worthy before me. Good morning, my dearest friends, once again, and welcome to this Sunday's reflection. The theme for our reflection today is the mystery of divinity and dependence. St. Augustine once said that God, who created us without our help, will not save us without our consent. Similarly, I will say that God, who made the world without our help, will not renew the world in the manner that we want without our help. What do I mean? We all seek a better world, a world where our basic needs are met, a world where peace and justice will reign. This is the type of world that we want. Sometimes we blame God, sometimes we complain and say, if God is almighty, why evil? Why all this? But the liturgy of the word today gives us hints of our own role in making the world a better place. Sometimes we can make God helpless, in quote. In the first reading of today, from the second book of Kings, chapter 4, from verse 42 through to 44, 20 barley loaves were given to the prophet Elisha in order to feed about 100 men. And the servant of Elisha said, this won't be enough. How is that possible? But Elisha trusted in God's power to multiply, to perfect what we have brought forward. And so, through that faith in God, God performed that wonder that 20 loaves fed 100 men and there was leftover. And in the gospel of today, we have a similar scenario. In this case, we have fewer loaves, but a greater multitude to feed. There was a crowd that Jesus needed to feed, about 5,000 men, not counting women and children. And the disciples said, how can we feed all these people? Even a 200 days wage cannot feed them. But we discover a little boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish, and he offered them to the Lord. And the Lord multiplied it. And with 5 loaves and 2 fish, this great multitude was fed to their satisfaction and even leftover. My dearest friends, we see the way God multiplies. God perfects our effort. We need to offer something, no matter how little. We need to bring what we have and what we are before the Lord so that the Lord can multiply. If you want a world to be a better place, if you want to eradicate hunger, if you want to eradicate difficulty in our society, it must begin from you. What have you to offer? In the gospel, we see many people who offered what they had to the Lord. Jesus did not have a house of his own, but he always had a place to lay his head. He had the house of Lazarus. When he was about to have the Last Supper, somebody offered his own place, the upper room. When he was about to ride into Jerusalem, somebody offered him a coat. When he was about to preach on the sea, somebody offered a boat. What have you to offer so that God can multiply and make the world a better place. Someone once said that evil thrives because good men have refused to do nothing. Let us begin to do something. This may be about our physical life, but even our spiritual life as well. We want to be saints. We want to conquer sin in us. We want to conquer lust. We want to be better people. But we know that our human nature makes us weak. We seem helpless. But the Lord is saying, come, what have you? What can you bring? Bring down your weaknesses. Bring down your imperfection. I will perfect your imperfection. I will strengthen your weakness. I will purify you. I will make your unworthiness worthy before me. The Lord wants us to offer something. He needs our collaboration. Sometimes we can really make God helpless. But this particular liturgy of the word tells us that with our effort, with the little we offer, God can perform greater wonders. As we celebrate this holy day, let us ask the Lord to remove from our lives selfishness, self-centeredness, greediness, so that we can offer the little we have in order to feed the many through the hands of the Lord. May the Lord help you this day and myself, so that we may journey together to our heavenly destination, where God will be all in all. Happy Sunday to all of you.